My Dress Up Darling has to be one of the worst anime I've ever seen in my life, and you can tell how desperate the anime is considering the fact that they're doing an anime about cosplaying. Cosplaying. Out of all the things you could have done an anime on, you choose cosplaying. It just goes to show how desperate they are. They'll throw anything at the wall and hope it sticks at this point. Tons of isekai, tons of garbage shonen left and right, and now we're dabbling into the whole cosplaying culture, which is already weird in itself. I mean, I don't know how anybody that cosplays, spends their time dressing up as another character, a fictional character, can actually expect to be taken seriously. I've always thought cosplaying was lame. I've always thought it was corny, and I always thought anybody that did it was just weird. Like, honestly, it's one of those things where it's like, that's when people start to take it too far. It's like, it's cool to watch anime, it's cool to read manga, but now you want to become the character. That's where I have a problem. That's where I draw the line. The weirdos that start throwing out body pillows and stuff like that. Those are the people that cosplay. Just a bunch of weirdos. And what kills me is they never look like the character anyway. I've never seen a good cosplay. They're all terrible. But they'll be hyped up by people that are just saying nice things for the hell of it, or horny weebs that basically oh, she's so hot, because mostly they'll have a lot of cleavage showing and stuff like that. And it'll be something that's just really appealing to a bunch of virgin weaves. And it's really, really sad that this is the era that we live in, but cosplaying has always been lame, and I don't take anybody that cosplays seriously. So you make an anime about one of the most boring things out there, which is cosplaying, and this is just pure fan service at its finest. There's a ton of fan service left and right in this series. The characters are terrible. The main character is one of the most boring, bland individuals I've ever seen. He has no depth. He sits around and like makes dolls or something, which is lame as hell, and he's always been kind of like to himself because he's embarrassed of it, or not necessarily embarrassed of it, but he doesn't want to like let other people know. He just stays to himself, and then he meets the stereotypical girl that just so happens to be into nerdy things too, like cosplaying. That's the whole premise. Like, he just happens to meet this girl that's into cosplaying, and they become kind of friends and everything like that. So it's like now he finally has somebody to share his stuff with. And what's hilarious is the main character is just getting used all throughout the series. They just come to him literally just to get him to make stuff. They don't care about him. The series tries hard to make it to where the main female character is now into him. And it makes no sense. Who would actually be into this clown in real life? Nobody. Their paths would never cross. You think some nerdy dude that just stays to himself is all of a sudden gonna have one of the most popular girls in school talking to them? No, it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. There was never one nerd that I ever saw, one geek that stayed to himself, that ever had a attractive hot girl come up to them and start making conversation with them. No, they stay in their own two lanes, and their worlds never cross. Their worlds never collide. It just never happens. But in this series, they want to make you think that, oh, look, it doesn't matter that she's popular. It doesn't matter that she's beautiful. Look, she can also be into nerdy things. Look, here's the thing. Attractive women, sadly, and I know this is not something people are going to want to hear. Attractive women are not into geeky things, man. They're not. We would love for them to be into it, but they're not. You're not going to find one attractive woman that's into video games, anime, manga. It just doesn't happen. At best, you'll find an average chick, but you're not going to find anybody that's 8 and above that's into a female that's into anime, manga, and gaming. It just won't happen. And I would love for it to happen, but it just does not happen. And you might think, well, what are you talking about, Young? I've seen beautiful women on the internet, on Twitter and stuff like that, cosplaying. What are you talking about? There's tons of beautiful women that are into cosplay. And it's like, no, first of all, the women that you think are beautiful are not beautiful at all. There's clearly something wrong with your eyes. It's like, you guys are so desperate, you'll call any woman beautiful. Which, if that's your prerogative, that all women are beautiful, there's nothing wrong with that. But let's be honest. Women ain't thinking all men are attractive. So why should we be thinking all women are attractive? But that's neither here nor there. Basically, what I'm saying here is that the women that you claim are attractive that are cosplaying, they're not. And secondly, if it is an attractive woman that's cosplaying, she's not actually into anime, manga, or gaming. She's just using that to get ahead. You see, and this is not particular to women anyway. This is men too. Everybody is using geek culture now to get ahead, and that's something I really have a problem with. You're not into the series that you're cosplaying. You're not into the character that you're cosplaying as. You don't care. It's just geek culture has become so popular now that everybody's trying to use it to get ahead. All these clowns on YouTube are doing anime reactions. People that never used to watch anime back in the day, now they're doing reaction videos, claiming that they like anime. Never read a manga a day in their lives. Now they're doing manga reactions. Now everybody's a manga collector now. Everybody's doing manga hauls and manga pickups and everything like that. It's just sad. They're using geek culture again to get ahead because it's popping. It's so popping right now to do anime reactions. That's why they're doing it. There's no true passion for this, just like the cosplayers. There's no true passion behind the character. There's no true passion behind the series. It's just, oh, I could put this up on Patreon and make some bucks. I could have some lewd cosplays, make some bucks. I could have a huge following pretending like I like anime, make some huge bucks, get some clout, get some popularity. They be having just hundreds of thousands of followers on Twitter and Instagram, whatever, from cosplaying as characters that they know nothing about. If you go up to any one of these cosplayers in real life, and this is not just women or anything, so come on, you're making, this is so mean and misogynist. No, that's not what I'm saying. Whether you're a man cosplaying as a character, a woman cosplaying, it goes both ways. These people have no idea, absolutely no idea who these characters are, what their abilities are, anything. If you go to a convention and you go up to any one of these characters or any one of these people and ask, hey, so what's your favorite thing about this character? They'll start stuttering and shit. They don't know shit. They don't know anything about these characters. Nothing at all. Name, what's the character? Just basic information. What's the character's like ability? What can they do? I just, I thought the character looked cool, so, it's pathetic, man. And I'm just so tired, again, of people trying to use anime, manga, games to get ahead. All these garbage streamers that weren't even gamers back in the day have gaming in their name. So-and-so gaming. Don't even play games on stream, just do reaction videos all day. Reaction content, but you have gaming in your naming. Seeing you play one damn game. Now you're an anime fan, but you didn't used to like anime back then. This is all of those people. These people that back in the day said, yo, you are a loser. How can y'all watch that? That is so weird. Now they anime fans now. And it's always the mainstream stuff. It's always. Every time you see somebody cosplaying, it's never as a good character. It's always the mainstream stuff. Why don't y'all actually cosplay as a good character? Then I give y'all a pass. Cosplaying is horrible. Making an anime about cosplaying makes your series horrible. Every character in this series is one-dimensional, has no depth. Everybody likes the main female character because she's cute. She's like totally cool. Like totally, that's how she talks. Totally cool, like totes my goats. That's really how she talks in the manga. She says things like totes and lit and litty, and it's so pop culture and it's so modern and like so cool. She's like the typical girl that you see at Starbucks. I just like my mocha. Give me my mocha. I need my frap now. That's how she talks. And you people think this is quality? You people think this is awesome? It just goes to show how far we've fallen as a community. How far we've fallen as a society. That stuff like this is popular. I mean, you got the people, and I will give the author credit because the author was able to play on a lot of things that would draw people in. First, cosplaying, because that's huge. Cosplaying is all over the place. Everybody's a cosplayer now, so he was able to do that. And he was able to add so much fan service that it also brings in the weebs. So it brings in the people that like cosplaying, and it also brings in the weebs that like fan service, the horny guys that like hentai and what have you. So he did an amazing job on that front, but the series as a whole is horrible. Characters are terrible. The story is boring. Now, if they would have just stayed like on a friendship thing, just work together, cool. But again, they always have to make the female character that's totally out of the guy's league an interest now. Like she's all over him. She's in love with him now. She loves him. All the female characters, it's turning into a harem. All the female characters he comes across now are into him. And it's, come on, bro. They wouldn't pay this man the time of day. This is the problem that I have. This anime is everything that's wrong with society now. It's like these girls now hide behind this geek stuff and act like they like it when they don't. So now you think the average nerdy guy that's into this now has a chance, but they don't really like that. They're not gonna mess with you, bro. They're not. They're not gonna mess with you. It's not gonna happen like this in the real. You're not gonna be some nerdy guy and then meet some beautiful woman that's just like, oh, guess what? I'm into anime or manga. They're gonna pretend like they like it to get ahead because it's cool to be a geek now. It's sad, man. And the reason that it's so sad is because y'all still keep falling for it. See, my third eye has been open since the day I was born, so I'm able to see past things like this. So now when I see like a female streamer or like a cosplayer or whatever the case may be, I'm instantly alerted. I'm like, oh, look at that. That's fake. That's a fake fan. They don't care. They're just trying to use it to get ahead. But then they get a whole bunch of followers because y'all are just easily manipulated and clowns. You give them tier 3 subs and tons of donations. And it just, wow. But horrible series. This is probably one of the most hyped up anime besides Attack on Garbage, which I don't understand how people are still watching that. If you're still watching Attack on Titan, what are you doing? Like, you waited this long for the anime to come back just to be greeted with some garbage. Like, anime only watchers are just disgusting. But yeah, man, this anime is a disgrace. Don't watch it. Don't watch this anime. You can find something better to do. Trust me.